Yeah. Yeah? Yes?
Jack? Recognize the voice? Don't put the phone down. I'll find you. So it's me, Eddie. I'm in the town of Ryde, Isle of Wight. Fresh out of Her Majesty's bed and breakfast, Parkhurst, where you took me up for 4 years.
Now, look, Eddie.
Shut up.
But...
You've done all the talking you'll ever do.
Yes, but listen, Eddie.
Listen to me. I'm coming by degrees up north. And I want us to meet, Jack. And when we do, I'm going to kill you. Yeah, the reason I'm phoning is because I got religion in the nick. And I thought, well, you might like to say your last prayers before we meet. May God be with you, Jack. And may He have mercy on your rotten soul.
Oh, my God.
Hello?
Inspector Darby to see you.
Oh, yes, please ask her to come in.
Right.
Hello, Annie. Jean.
How's it going?
A bit knocked by all this. I must say, I never thought I'd be phoning you professionally.
Morning, James.
Morning, ma'am.
How's it look?
Not good, ma'am. Nothing decent in the way of a print. Drawer forced open with something like a chisel, a screwdriver. Drawer handles grainy wood. There's been a lot of hands on it recently.
All right, James.
I'll take myself off, ma'am.
Right. Well, tell me all.
Oh, it's awful. I came in the morning, exactly 9 o'clock. This drawer's wide open. Petty cash box with £150 in it completely disappeared.
What did the petty cash box look like?
Small grey metal box, not very substantial, with a lock to it. I wouldn't have thought it would be too difficult to break it open.
And where's the key to this drawer kept?
Top drawer of the filing cabinet over here. I mean, 7 weeks in the job. My boss is away at a sales conference, Edinburgh. When I phoned him, he asked me what 10 other people have already asked me. Was I sure I locked the drawer last night? Well, of course I locked it.
Bye, ma'am.
Bye, James. Don't get upset, Annie. A burglar is always a bit of a shock.
I know what the rest of the office is thinking. The new, well-travelled, highly paid managing director's secretary walks off and leaves the petty cash box in an unlocked drawer. And maybe there are some who think I walked off with it.
Oh, come on.
Well, if I'd been here for years, it somehow would be okay, but 7 weeks in the job and cash gone missing and police and a fingerprint man in the office, and suddenly it's all down to me. And you know I want to make a good impression here, Jean. I like this job. I need this job.
Sergeant Duckworth tell you he'd found no signs of forced entry?
He said it looked like an inside job.
Well, it does. They're taking your fingerprints, love.
Yes.
You're in capable hands with Sergeant Duckworth. You know, I can't take over his inquiry, but I'm certainly going to talk to you about it as a friend. I imagine he's already asked you if you've any suspicions about anyone in the building who might, just might, have done this.
Yes, and I said I didn't know.
Any of the staff been behaving suspiciously recently?
No, not really.
Have you heard of anyone with debts, anyone in financial trouble?
No.
Is there something you want to tell me that you didn't say to Sergeant Duckworth?
Oh, this is awful, but... Well, there's a really nice boy. The post clerk. He joined the company around about the same time I did. Well, he's been hanging around this office rather a lot during the past couple of weeks. I mean, I've nothing at all to be suspicious about, except for that. I kept wondering why he'd been hanging around here so much, and then this happens.
What's his name?
Trevor Knott.
And you didn't say this to Sergeant Duckworth?
No, and I don't think I should be saying it to you.
Can I have a look at him? Can you get him in here?
Yes, I've got some post for him, actually. Just a minute.
Yes?
Mrs. Banks, would you ask Trevor to come in for a moment, please?
Right here.
Thank you.
We'll just have him checked out. Would there be some company records with his date of birth, etc.?
Well, yes, there must be somewhere. I could find out.
Yes, Mrs. Howlett.
Oh, Trevor. Parcel for you, Red Star, as soon as possible.
Right. Have they got any clues on the theft?
Not yet. This is Inspector Darbley from the police.
Hello. Red Star to Euston.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, God, now I feel awful even suspecting him.
Annie, we'll just quietly check him out.
Hello?
I want to speak to one of my brothers.
Is that Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Jessie here.
Who the hell are you?
Thanks for getting, love. I'm George's living. I'll get George. George? Eddie.
Hi, Eddie.
Where is he?
Well, it's been Joe's shift following the little bastard. Do you know where he is? He's taken up residence at his pals, the gateman's up Brack's Builders. Eddie, it's got a phone.
Number.
8091.
Got it. I'll see you soon.
Right.
Yes?
It's me. Don't put the phone down. Well, this is your last day, Jack. Not bad, really, from where I'm speaking. Euston Station. A bit of sun. Pleasant. I'm about to board the train. Oh, by the way, how's the baby?
Listen, Eddie, I've got a little money. I'll pay you. Yes,
Not
I'll
down to
pay you.
money, Jack. It's down to the big meeting. First with me, then with your maker. Next up, Manchester. Nearly home. I'll have a few jars in Manchester and I'll give you a tinkle.
What's your fancy? Seconda or busy bubble?
Is that Newcastle?
4 o'clock.
Seconda, I seem to remember, has disc brakes and all 4 legs.
Thank you. I've just put a double on Seconda and Regency Elite.
Double quick way of losing good money.
So what are you on then?
In temporary retirement after Pinder's Delight and Tremolo yesterday. Winners, 12 to 1, 10 to 1.
You jammy rat. What's that tip you said you got for Thursday?
Beverley, 3 o'clock. Taylor's Revenge.
Taylor's Revenge? I've never heard of it.
Well, that gives me grounds for considerable optimism.
I need your help.
It's not a major robbery, Bernard, but I'd like us to do our best. Check this Trevor Knott character and all others with access to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Annie Howlett's an old friend of mine. Do what you can, please. Is there much on the CID front?
No, ma'am. Oh, I've got a message from Mr. Logan to stand by for a visit at 11:30.
Right.
I'll get back to Mrs. Howlett, see if there's any other names to check out.
Thanks. Come in.
Ma'am, there's a Mr. Jack Willis I'd like to talk to you urgently.
Who is he?
I don't know, there's something vaguely familiar about the name, not the face.
What about?
He has a baby and a pram with him, ma'am. He seems very upset.
Fetch him in, Joseph.
Will you come this way, Mr. Willis?
Please take a seat. Mr. Willis, yes?
Yes.
And you wanted to see me?
I wanted to see who's in charge, the top man.
That's me, Mr. Willis. What can I do for you?
I'm Jack Willis, who turned Queen's evidence in the Miller trial 4 years ago.
I'm not familiar with the trial, Mr. Willis.
Well, you better check on it. Because I'm here because I got 2 phone calls from Eddie Miller, just out of Parkhurst. And he said he's coming now to kill me. And I know he means it.
Kill you?
Yeah.
You take the threat seriously?
Too right, I take it seriously. You police have had your value out of me. He wouldn't have been in Parkhurst but for me, so you've got to protect me. I gave a favour to Justice 4 years back, and only because of that I'm in danger. So what are you going to do about it?
Just a minute, Mr. Willis. All in good time. We want to know more about that. But you've brought a baby here, yes?
A daughter. That animal might go for her if you don't get me.
Yeah, well, where's your wife, Mr. Willis?
She left me. But I want to sort out this Eddie Miller business now.
Ma'am?
Yeah? Just a minute, Mr. Willis.
Well, he can't leave off now to do something else. This is urgent.
A minute, Mr. Willis.
This Eddie Miller he's talking about, ma'am. One of a big family of right villains. Dad Miller lives in Hartley. The lads live round about local.
OK. Get the form on this one. And Eddie Miller. And the other Millers.
Right, ma'am.
Call Mr. Logan, you better hear this, and call Parkhurst, check the time of release.
What about the baby, ma'am?
We'll see to it, Joseph.
Now, look, am I getting through? I want you to put me in a cell now and lock door so I know I've got some protection from this animal.
A minute,
And then I
Mr.
want you to
Willis.
place men in my house so when he turns up there, you can arrest him quickly.
Now, look, Mr. Willis, there is some checking to be done here, but assuming you were telling the truth...
Assuming? Are you mad or something? Do you think I'd come in here unless it were true?
I'm saying we have to do some checking.
Are you going to put men in my house or aren't you?
Mr. Willis, we cannot arrest a man straight out of prison unless we can prove he's committed a crime.
What? I've got to be killed first?
Look, your baby's crying and I want to have a look at your baby.
Oh, for God's sake. What's going on here? You're not going to help me, are you? You're not going to lock me up, are you? You're not going to arrest him?
All in good time, Mr.
There
Willis.
isn't time, there isn't time. He's coming now. He's going to kill me.
Catch him! Go on after him! Come on, sweetheart.
I wasn't involved, but I remember the trial well. And it was Willis's evidence, and only his evidence, that sent Miller away. It's a pity that such a weasel of a man had to show Beck and Paddish a clean pair of heels.
And left us holding the baby.
What about the baby?
Well, it's well cared for. Clean, well fed. Very relaxed little thing now we've stopped Sergeant Beck singing lullabies to it.
Can't imagine Joe Beck singing lullabies.
No could the babe.
I understand that Bernard Duckworth is looking into a £150 cash box robbery involving a friend of yours.
Crowfield Electric, that's right, sir.
Well, I'll have to take him off that to help on this.
Yeah, OK.
It's complicated. We won't be getting the proper files on all the Millers until later. 4 sons, 1 daughter. The Miller family. All of them villains, and all of them capable of doing for Willis. Those 3 cars, the Granada, Cortina, and Maxi, Registered to 3 of the brothers, so they're probably inside there now.
Family meeting behind closed curtains.
Well, isn't it the tradition that the coming out party for the prodigal's return from jail always starts up well before his release?
So if they're all in there from last night, with hangovers, might be a good time to visit.
Can I ask you a rude question, Jim?
Yeah?
This is very obviously CID. Do you think that you have an interest in it?
Yes, I do. I'm involved now in the interests of baby Willis. I'm looking for a father and a mother, and that's highly relevant to this lot.
Okay. But don't go jumping the gun, and no initiatives on your part without consulting me first, please.
Yes, sir.
I think we will visit. Logan, CID, Hartley.
They're here. It's his and hers, police.
What the hell do you want?
I want to speak to Eddie Miller.
Do you? Who's your girlfriend?
Is Eddie Miller here?
You know damn well he isn't.
What's all this, George?
Local wooden tops.
Aye. What do you want?
They want Eddie.
Well, he's not here, is he? Go on, you can search the house.
I'll talk to his father then.
Talk to his father, do you? Look, his father's our dad.
Just a few words.
Let's give him Dad.
Aye, might get a laugh out of the clowns.
In kitchen. Talk to him, but be quick, 'cause you're not staying, and keep your hands out the silver, hey?
I'll be back to talk to you.
Aye, you try it.
For God's sake, what are you doing? If you don't get out, there'll be a fight.
Who are you?
What is it? One's just got out and you want another
Who
back
are
inside.
you?
I'm Eddie's sister, Maureen. And who the hell do you think you are?
We just want to talk to your father.
Talk. And fast. And as soon as you're finished, leave by the back door.
Who's that?
Hello, Mr. Miller.
Is my lad back yet? Is my Eddie back?
Not yet. Do you know me?
No.
We have met.
Huh?
Chief Inspector Logan, and this is Inspector Darby.
God in heaven, what's all this about then? What are you here on? Business or social?
Just want to chat about your son, Eddie.
Nay, I none out. I'm half dead, me. I can't hardly move. Arthritis, it's terrible. Pain gets worse every day. National health does bloody nothing. This country's going down the spout, isn't it, eh?
You could be right.
Look, my lads are good lads. They've always looked after me, but you know how it is. Income tax and that, it's not easy to make honest money these days. Look, I'm just old. I'm tired. I just want to die.
Your family were like that, Mr. Miller.
It's always been a struggle for me. Now I just want to go. I can't even do that.
Mr. Miller. Does your son Eddie still listen to you?
Listen to me?
Take your advice.
I don't know.
I want to give him some advice. Will you pass it on?
Depends on what.
It's important. 4 years ago, your son Eddie was sent to jail on the evidence of a man, Jack Willis.
Don't I know it? Do you think I don't know that?
Now, Willis is complaining that since your son got out yesterday, he's been making threatening phone calls.
Is that right?
Yes, it's right. So we are forewarned, and we want you to warn Eddie that if anything happens to Willis, we'll know who to come for.
Jack Willis is not but an animal. He always was.
Do you know who Willis's wife is? Or the mother of his child?
How would I know?
Can you tell us what time you expect Eddie back here?
None of your business, but... Yes. When he's finished at his tailor's.
Tailor's?
He always goes to tailor's first thing after coming out of the nick. He's very fussy about his clothes, is Eddie. He'll order himself 3 new suits. I've said enough, that's it.
Thanks.
Will you please leave now?
Now, what do you want?
Nothing.
Well, get them out of here and get yourself out now.
John Connors, a chief instructor, welcomes them to the centre. Look in the hand. This is a trainee's handbook. Now, this handbook.
What's the name of Eddie's tailor?
Taylor?
Yes.
It's his cousin, Lenny Goodall. Queen's Parade, Manchester.
So?
Now go.
You can do and you can't do. This brings me on to a point about Health and Safety at Work Act. The Health and Safety at Work Act.
Hello, Joe. Come for the infant.
Come this way.
What a heartwarming sight.
Sickening. She did not but cry for me.
Yes, this is Detective Chief Inspector Logan. I'm at Hartley's section. I wonder if you can spare a man to watch a tailor's shop.
Which address, sir?
Lenny Goodall, Queen's Parade, Manchester.
Now, sir?
Yes, now. And follow and clock a visitor he might have. An Eddie Miller, late of 112 Arlen Parade, Hartley. Date of birth, 4/4/35. Who will visit shop at some point during day.
Can you give me a description, sir?
I can give you a photographic reference. Do you have the Police Gazette for last October 17th? It's item 185.
5.
Right. I may come over.
All right, sir.
Well, much appreciated. Thanks a lot. I think I will go to Manchester.
Right.
Can you handle this end?
Oh, yes, I should think so.
Oh, well, I'll take Paul Davis with me and we'll lead Bernard Duckworth on watch outside the Miller household. And no initiatives, please, Jean. Consult me first unless it's an emergency.
Of course. Would I do anything else?
I'll talk to you later. See you later, Joe.
Ma'am, your husband's here to collect the baby.
Where's the baby?
With your husband in the locker room, ma'am.
Joseph, you know about this petty cash theft?
Yes, ma'am. Bernie Duckworth told me.
Well, Bernie's now watching the Miller house. Mr. Logan's taking Davis off to Manchester. I'd like to press on with this Crowfield electric business. Annie Howlett has a suspicion about a man, Trevor Knott.
Well, Bernard's check records, ma'am. He's clean.
Yes, I know. I just wondered if there was some chance that you might spend a little time doing some checking.
A privilege, ma'am.
Do you mean that, Joseph? A privilege?
I'm always pleased to help you out, ma'am.
Thank you. Here we are. I've signed the form.
Oh, good. So now she has the responsibility of the social services, eh?
I got her down as Baby Willis. Maybe that's an assumption.
Well, I had thought of calling her Baby Helen, after somebody else who's always dropping in unexpected.
Bye-bye, little one. Bye-bye.
Come on, let's give you some dinner, eh?
Careful.
Right. Look, how about having some lunch after I part the baby?
Unlike some, I'm too busy.
Fair enough. Anyway, I'm cutting down on my lunches. Unlike some, I've got to watch my waistline.
Well, the bear you drink, you have to.
Thank you.
See you later.
All right, bye.
Well, now what's happened?
I lost him.
You what?
Aye, but I found him again.
Thank God for that.
I was hiding in a barn off Allshut Lane. Fitter's farm where his dad used to work.
You better not lose him again or you'll have Eddie on you.
What the hell are you madmen doing? If you kill Jack, then he'll be back inside for the rest of his life.
Now, listen to me, the three of you. Let's get it straight what's going on here in case anyone thinks it's some kind of joke. Jack Willis has got to be done.
Because of you. That's it. You're the one that wants revenge. Do we want it?
Look, you just shut your mouth, girl, before I take my hand to you. And now you two listen to me. We're a family, eh? We always have been. Even more so since your mother died. Well, you just think of that. We stick together. We got rules. Not the same rules as other people, perhaps. Our rules. And they're simple. It's always been our lot against all the rest. We didn't make it that way. That's just the way it worked out. So we don't fit into this or any other rotten town. But we've survived because we've got rules. The family, first and every time, right?
Right.
Yep.
Stick together. We're a match for anyone. It were always like that till an animal called Jack Willis come into the family because of you.
You wanted him on the job.
When that animal come into the family, don't you kid yourself. He knew the rules. He worked them out and he decided to break them, to fly in the face of everything this family is.
So Eddie kills him and goes back for life?
Now, will you tell your sister to shut her mouth?
Shut it, or I will.
Now, look, I don't know if Eddie will kill him. Well, maybe he'll leave something of him with breath in it. All I know is we can't bend the rules or we're finished. Jack Willis tried to finish us, didn't he? From the inside. He destroyed your loyalty, didn't he, eh? Shocked out Eddie, he tried to finish the lot of us. I don't know what the final price for that lot is. For the minute, we'll leave it to Eddie. But Jack Willis is going to pay. And if no one else collects the payment, then it's down to me, eh? And I'll do it.
You live with your father, yes?
Yes, what's it to you?
And your brothers are around the house just for the party?
Yes. And don't you dare come back.
I take it your father doesn't like you.
Look, what do you want? I've work to do. I want nothing with you.
Your brother has been making threatening phone calls. Jack Willis has taken that seriously enough to come to us with a baby in a pram, dump the baby on us and take to his heels. I want to talk to you about Willis.
Us Millers don't talk about Jack Willis.
You'll talk about him here or at the police station. Which is it?
All right, ask your questions. Then go away, you'll get me the sack.
According to our records, Willis has been done twice with Millers, once 5 years ago and also 7 years ago. There must have been a time when your family was close to Jack Willis.
Aye.
How close?
I'd liked him. He was useful.
He was a peterman, safe breaker. Useful in the family business?
Say what you want.
I want the name of the mother of Jack Willis's baby girl.
I don't know.
That's my interest in Willis. If you want to get rid of me, get me the name of the baby's mother, where she is.
Well, I'll see. See if I can find out.
Okay. I'll be back, Miss Miller.
Where is baby? Is it still at police station?
Why do you want to know?
Well, if I find name of mother, I can tell her where to go.
It's at St Kilda's, the children in care home. Can you help me on one more point?
What?
Why did Willis, a seasoned villain, turn Queen's evidence when he'd known your family so well and for a long time?
I don't know. I don't know!
Willis? Jack Willis.
Yes.
Phone.
What is it?
I don't know.
Yes?
Just to Piccadilly Station. 13:50 from Stafford.
Who is it?
Is now approaching platform.
Ale still lousy at the King and Scepter Jack.
13:50.
We should get into this real ale thing I read about. Well, for your last drink.
Eddie, listen.
No. No. There's nothing to listen to. Nearly home, Jack. Have you done what I told you? Be said your prayers. God forgives all, Jack. But not me.
Come in. Bernard back from the miller's house?
He's on his way, Mum.
Right. Mr. Logan's just phoned from Manchester. Before he could get to the tailor's shop, Miller had paid it a visit. CID then followed Miller to the station. His train will be in Hartley in 25 minutes. Bernard and I will meet it, and hopefully it'll lead us to Willis.
Yes, Mum.
Right, how did you make out, Joseph?
I turned up something that might be useful, ma'am. I went to Crowfield Electric. Your friend Annie Howlett pointed out Trevor Knott to me. I talked to the personnel department and they gave me the name of his last employer. I phoned them and got the name of his 2 previous employers. They had nothing to report, except it seems that Trevor Knott never holds down a job for more than 6 months.
Yeah?
Well, it's a bit odd, ma'am. Young fella trying to get on in life, not holding down a job for more than 6 months.
True.
I'll keep an eye on him when he leaves work at 5, nose around a bit where he lives, talk to his neighbours.
Be discreet.
Discretion's the word, ma'am.
Right. I'm off to the station. We've really nothing on him, and he knows that. We'll follow him, and if he sees us, we'll warn him off.
Yes, ma'am.
Train's about due.
Yeah, see you now.
I'll get a par Miller's, but don't expect to go in there, though.
I'll go back to the office. I have to break the news to Mr. Logan.
Yes, ma'am.
George, have you seen my bicycle clips?
Ah. Happened so.
Well, where are they then?
A lot of good you going off to do some detecting when you can't even find your own bicycle clips. What are these?
Tap.
Sherlock Holmes never wore bicycle clips.
Nothing from Bernard.
Oh, yeah, Mum. Hartley, please.
George, Tom, darling, can I speak?
Oh, yes, she's here, Tom. It's your husband, Mum.
Tom. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Jean, look, I'm still at St Kilda's. I thought you ought to know. I've just had a call from a woman, wouldn't give a name. She wanted to know if the Willis baby was okay.
Local accent? Yeah. Oh, thanks, Tom. I only told one person the baby was at St Kilda's. Who's been knocking you about, love?
I'm saying no.
All right, Maureen. Why did you phone St Kilda's? What's your interest in this baby?
What baby?
I noticed that you weren't really part of the coming out party. Even your dad shouted at you to get out of the kitchen. Shall I tell you what's clear to me? That your family like you as much as they like Jack Willis. Now, why should that be? I'll tell you a possibility I worked out. That the baby that Jack Willis dumped on us is your baby.
No.
Both of us want the same thing, to stop something violent happening. You must realise that Jack has been followed by your brothers from the moment Eddie was released from Parkhurst yesterday, and with one end in view, to get them together. Now we can help him. We can protect him. You can't. Only we can do it. So come on. It is your baby, isn't it?
Yes.
You married to Jack Willis?
No, but it's our baby.
How could you and Jack have been so close when he betrayed your brother and your family hate him? Was it you who introduced him to the family?
Yes.
As your boyfriend?
Yes.
But he became useful to them for a while, helping them on jobs. Then what happened?
My brother Eddie turned against him. Told me to get rid of him.
But you didn't?
No, I pretended we weren't together. And then when Eddie and Jack got caught on a job, well, it seemed the answer to Jack. He turned Queen's evidence and got off so we could be together while Eddie was in jail. And then we had the baby. And my brothers found out and told Eddie.
Where is Eddie?
I don't know, out looking for Jack.
Where's Jack? Look, we're his only chance. Think of the future. Think of your baby's future if Eddie gets to Jack. Come on, where is he?
He phoned me. He told me he'd run out of places to hide. I suggested our old laundry building. Hermes Laundry, Mill Lane. I don't know, he may have gone there.
And who knocked you about?
Eddie.
Did you tell him, the old Hermes Laundry?
I did. I had to.
Inspector Darby to Hartley.
Yes, Mum.
Sergeant Parrish, get yourself and anyone else available to meet me at the old Hermes Laundry, Mill Lane. As quickly as possible, please. It's about Willis and the Millers.
I'm a police officer.
Oh? What can I do for you?
A man came in just now and made a purchase.
Yes, Mr. Knott. Bought a portable television. Black and white. Looked at it yesterday and said he'd pick it up today.
Do you know Mr. Knott well, sir?
No, never saw him before yesterday.
Can you tell me how he paid for the television, sir?
Aye, in a bundle. Cash.
Cash?
Aye, £150, all cash.
Can you do something for me, sir? Can you put the notes that he paid you carefully on one side, just for an hour? I'd like to send a police fingerprint expert round to check something.
Why? What's the matter then?
Just checking the notes to see if they have the prints of a certain lady who may have handled the cash before Mr. Knott.
Hartley, Inspector Darby on watch at the old Hermes Laundry, Mill Lane.
Hartley to Inspector Darby. Sergeants Parrish and Duckworth should be with you shortly, ma'am.
All right. I hope that means shortly. Jack Willis. Jack Willis. This is the police. I know you're here. Come on, Jack. Come out here. Jack, I know you're here. Come on. Show yourself, Jack. Come on. Come on, Jack. Jack. Jack Willis. I have a message for you from Maureen.
What message, love? A friend of Maureen's. Tell me where Jack is, love. Is he or is he?
I'm a police officer.
A police officer. Pull the other one. Pull it right off.
I'm a police officer.
You stay quiet while I look for Jack.
Miller! Miller! Open this door immediately! You're under arrest!
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You're earning yourself one, darling. You're earning a knock on the head.
Well, you gonna be sensible? Or are you looking for the fastest train back to Parkhurst?
Oh, come on, Eddie. Drop the hammer.
You haven't got a hell of a lot on me. I'll take my chance in court.
You're under arrest for involvement in an assault against your sister and threatening me with a hammer. I warn you, you're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be put in writing and given in evidence.
Willis! I'm warning you. You'll be wanted to give evidence against Miller again, so don't go anywhere we can't get hold of you. Understood?
Yes, yes.
I'll have you, Jack. Next time, man. Just for the hammer. Next time.
Clear out of here, right now and fast, or I'll be thinking about conspiracy charges. Trevor Knott will be charged. He'll have to make a court appearance. Should be brief. It's an open and shut case. Your fingerprints were all over the cash he said he'd been saving for years.
Well, I can't tell you how grateful I am. Oh, and please say thank you to Sergeant Beck.
Yes, of course.
Well, I must get back to the works. Set in motion the sacking of one Trevor Knott. We're going to meet up later for a celebration drink.
Oh, heck, it's not going to be another of those nights, is it? Hey, me trying to watch Panorama, you two blind drunk on scotch, singing rugby songs.
You be quiet. You've contributed very little, Tom Darbley. You get off and get that baby back to Maureen Miller.
Come on, let's go before she collapses in irons.
George, can you come in here, please? See you later.
All right, bye, love.
Bye.
Hi, Yes, Mum.
Mr. Logan's been diverted to headquarters. He'll be here about 8:30. I'd like your report and Berners before he arrives,
Yes,
please.
Mum. We'll have them ready.
Any news of the party at the Miller house?
No, I think they put the booze back in the cupboard till the next time he comes out. And this all starts over again. And it will all happen again.
Yes, but meanwhile, rather a successful day, wouldn't you say?
If you say so, Mum.
I do say so, George.
Yes, Mum.